Guys, Kenwood Sports back with another video. This is my preview for LSU this weekend. Mississippi State coming to LSU. This right here, this game right here, this SEC game, this is the first SEC game for Jalen Daniels, who transferred from Arizona State to LSU. This game gonna give me a real temperature on what LSU gonna be like. Two games has been played. The first one was Florida State. Florida State, they not that good. LSU could have won that game, but they was playing from behind the whole game. Playing from behind the home game. It was basically a home game played in New Orleans in the Superdome. Then against Southern, which I don't count. I'm forgetting about everything that happened last week. I'm not even going to talk about what happened last week. So basically, LSU has played a game and a half. They 1-1. So I'm going to call it a game and a half. This game right here, it means something. This is the SEC West matchup against Mike Leach and Will Rogers, the quarterback, one of the top passers in the country right now, which they ain't played nobody but Memphis and Arizona last week, which I watched that entire game last week. I rode with Mississippi State on that one for business purposes. The Will Rogers, he is completing. I think he complete. They said he completing 38 passes a game, which is top in the nation. He probably like third in yards per game. But when you going up a school like LSU, Seven Banks, matter of fact, the transfer from Ohio State, he probably about to get some playing time this week. So that's good to see. Um, Seven Banks out of Ohio State. This is gonna be his debut for the Saints. We already seen Mason Smith, not the Saints, LSU. Mason Smith, the defensive tackle, one of the top prospects in the country. Mason Smith, he ended up getting hurt the first game against Florida State. I think he got hurt the first possession. Seemed like it, if I'm not mistaken, but he got hurt quickly. He got out. B.J. Ojulari, Ali Gate, two of the top pass rushers from LSU, they gonna be there. This is a game LSU should win. I don't know why Mississippi State is a 3-point favorite in Death Valley. And matter of fact, LSU beat them last year. LSU beat Mississippi State last year in a losing season. This year with Brian Kelly at coach, Jaden Daniels at quarterback, bringing in a couple of new coaches, Matt House on defense as the defensive play caller. This should be a game that LSU win by at least 7 to 10 points, at least. This is gonna give me a real temperature on where LSU is gonna go this season. I watched Mississippi State. They played against Memphis, which doesn't really, it's not an SEC team. They don't really have a great defense like that. They do have an explosive offense. They beat Arizona last week by like 21, was it 21? 22, 21 points or something like that. It was somewhere around up in there. They should have blew them out the water because they was turning the ball over left and right. Mike Leach, we already know, he loved to throw the ball. He kind of like Bruce Arians. No risk it, no biscuit. And LSU skill players, the secondary runs deep. The secondary runs deep at LSU. LSU is one of those schools that you can see players getting picked in the NFL, third and fourth string guys on the team that probably never even seen the field is getting picked to go to the NFL. Another spot is John Emery at running back for LSU. He'll be coming in. He'll be coming in and getting some burn. I think we're gonna need to get him going more than anything. We're gonna need to get him going more than anything to help Jaden Daniels, to keep the pressure off Jaden Daniels, so he won't have to do so much. This is gonna be his first game at LSU playing some SEC competition. Things get rough when it get down to this SEC West. This will be a home game, like I said, in Death Valley, a night game. LSU play their best in these type of games. The atmosphere is like none other unmatched in Death Valley. Mixing it up, Jaden Daniels completing some passes early, getting Kayshon Boutte involved. That's going to be very important. That's our number one receiver. Got to get him involved. He wasn't much involved at all against Florida State. He was sick about that too. He was going off about that too. I heard there was a bunch of dust up about that. So we got to get him involved, get him going, get him some catches, make his hands touch the ball. Jaden Daniels, I want to see him get into a flow. I want to see him get into a good flow, passing the ball, and then use the legs. Use his legs. We're gonna need every aspect of the game against this Mississippi State team. I feel like LSU gonna have to stop those guys on third down. That was the biggest problem against Florida State. They converted so many third downs. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure that's the emphasis this week in practice. And since then, is an emphasis on the defense to get stops on third down and also be able to convert on third down. Against Florida State, turnovers was a problem. Two muff punts in the on the special teams, which was terrible, which gave Florida State good scoring position. If it wasn't for bad coaching decisions, Florida State would have LSU wouldn't even have a chance at the end of that game. One of the best coaches in my book at Florida State made some bad decisions against LSU. So this should be a win for LSU. Like I said, Mississippi State is a 3-point favorite. I feel like the defense gonna get going. I feel like this is gonna be one that they're gonna be getting to the quarterback. I've seen a lot of mistakes that Mississippi State was making, and that was against a lower level competition team like Arizona, who only won one game last year. They had an upset victory against San Diego State the first game, which was bad for business. I'm gonna put that out there. That was bad for business. So victory for LSU. That's my prediction on this one. I'm predicting this with confidence. I'll come back and do a recap on this one also. Run game going. John Emery, Noah Cain. Noah Cain, the running back out of Penn State that transferred to LSU. The thing about this transfer portal is the continuity. You can't really get continuity going because guys keep moving in and out, here and there. That's something that we don't need. That's something that no team really need. You need guys, the same guys coming back, playing the same position, getting used to each other, being familiar with each other. That's important for any team's success. All right. So I'm coming back. Get in the comment box. If you're an LSU fan, get in the comment box and tell me what you think the score is going to be, who you think going to win. It should be LSU if you're an LSU fan anyway, but got the victory last year against them. Mike Leach and Will Rogers, the same quarterback. But I'm going to end this video right now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Like this video if you watch this video. Share this video if you want to share it with somebody, or if you got somebody that can share it with. Go ahead and do that. I'm coming back with another one. I'm going to come back with the breakdown for my recap after this.